is Nicole Spohr for Plan with Nicole, and today we're going to be setting up our dashboard spread for the week of January 3rd through the 9th. I had such a, I want to say busy, but that's not the right word, probably lazy week last week, and I am a little behind on all of my shares and things, plus I did not do a menu plan or a wellness spread, even though I did all of the wellness things last week. I'm not a big January 1st resolutions. Yeah, New Year's resolutions, right? Yeah. Person. I'm more of a kind of, if you want to do something, start right then and there. And so I actually started my real wellness journey last week, but I might back plan it a little bit because I did keep a record of it. We shall see, but we're going to be setting up our dashboard spread. I for sure need to get this done because I have a busy week this first full week of January. I'm super excited, and I have filmed so much content for you guys. I even filmed last week. I just didn't get anything up. So stay tuned because this week is going to be jam-packed with videos. I'm so excited. I am doing a little make your own washi stickers. So this is definitely taking card making product. I'm using a die cutting machine. I took this roll of washi tape florals. This is from PinkFresh Studio. It's called In the Meadow. They have a whole line. It's made to work with their coordinating dies, which is what I'm using. So I'm using the In the Meadow washi tape and die, and it's going to die cut. The die is one piece, but it die cuts all of these individual pieces. And we're going to be creating our own stickers to decorate our spread. You guys, I'm going to tell you right up front, this was like, it turned out even better than I thought it was going to. And I went straight to Simon Says Stamp and I ordered several more. I actually have the poinsettia set, and I'm so sad, and I've had it for months. I'm so sad I didn't use it for a Christmas spread because I also have that and it would have been so pretty. So I'm saving that for next year. But I went and ordered, I think, 4 other sets because I can see the possibilities. You can make literally so many. The roll is thick. So many of these stickers. So, and I will use them for card making as well, but I think they're beautiful. Look at this. The detail is gorgeous, and I have not done a ton of floral spreads using Happy Planner stickers. And I have to say, I see everybody making all these floral spreads, and I even purchased some of the floral sticker books, not a ton, but a couple, hoping to use them. And I'm really picky. I haven't loved a ton of the florals. I'm just going to straight up say that. I'm not a huge floral-y type of crafter, but I do like creating flower cards. I like creating flower spreads, and I can see the possibilities with these PinkFresh washi tapes. They work like stickers. So how I did this, you might notice I laid out a piece of wax paper. I rolled my washi tape on the wax paper. That's going to protect it from sticking to my cutting plate, which I don't want it to do. And the wax paper serves as a backer for the washi tape for the sticker, and it's going to be super easy to peel off. So what I'm doing here is trimming up the big sticker just a little bit. And I'm using my tweezers to help separate the wax paper from my washi tape sticker. And I'm going to kind of roll this onto my design. Remember, for me, I use my dashboard spread as my work spread every week. So for me, the majority of the decoration is going to be in this big box on the left side down at the bottom. I don't use this for anything work related. I use this for the decoration part of my spread, which I totally love. And I also decorate that top box in the top left corner, and I usually decorate the little Monday through Sunday box in the top left of the right side of the spread. That's really where I decorate. The rest of it will be extremely minimal because I need that to be functional. I need that to be where I do my list. In the Get It Done, that is basically my complete list of things that I want to get done that week or need to get done. The calls, emails, I white out. I use that for my Nicole Spohr card making YouTube channel, the videos I need to do for that channel. The noted section next to it are the videos I want to do for Plan with Nichol. So they kind of serve those purposes. And then the right side of the spread, Monday through Sunday, I reserve for those tasks, daily tasks that need to get done. I am going to lay out some of the other florals. I use this Chase Your Dreams sticker. Now this is from the Modern Farmhouse, but not the big sticker book. It's from the little sticker pad that I have. I've had this for a while. It's beautiful, but what I loved were the greens really worked nicely with this. Then I pulled this work, 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 work sticker, which really made me think of a Rihanna song, from the Girls with Goals. And I had originally thought the Girls with Goals that the purples might kind of work with the pinky purples of these flowers. It doesn't, FYI. It might if I pulled enough of it in, but I just didn't love it enough to do that. So I pulled work, 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 work from there. And then let me look. I think we're going to pull a checklist from there. Like I tried to do those to-dos. That's not going to work. And then Goal Getter. I need to pull my planner close to me. We're going to use Goal Getter, and it's a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up. I'm going to really try here in my dashboard to make it very work related. And I decided not to use whiteout. I'm using a white Jelly Roll pen just because I usually prefer a Signo Uniball, but mine's dried up. I've got some more on order. It's with those same PinkFresh washi tapes and dies, so those will be coming soon. But it whites it out enough, maybe not all the way, but enough that it's not going to bother me to kind of see maybe a peek through a tiny bit. It just dulls it. So you're going to notice I'm going to be whiting out quite a bit on my spread as far as wording or little checklists. And then I dropped my sticker on the background. I tried to pull it up and it started to tear the paper. So I went to get my trusty undo, and I'm going to have to use the undo to pop this up. I don't want to tear my paper because I'm really loving my spread. And I have to say this spread turns out even better than I had hoped. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to have to let the undo dry here a little bit. I like to pop it up and not leave it flat so that the air kind of circulates all the way around. And it looks like it's dry now. So let's zoom in just a little closer. And I'm going to pop this checklist right here. I love it. It says dream big, work hard, be kind, stay humble, and love yourself. I think that this is all very good things to remember, to keep in mind, and it works fantastic for a work spread. Then I'm going to use this floral piece here that I die cut. And something I love is that the washi, there's several options. I think I mentioned there's a stamp set, there are stencils, and there's washi that all coordinate with this die. So it really gives you flexibility for if you want to create your own, or if you want, especially for card making, I suppose. But you can create your own, or you can use the washi, which is done for you. Well, for planning, I like to keep my planner fairly flat. I don't want to add a ton of bulk to it because by the end of the year, it's going to be thick. So it's really ideal to use washi here, plus it's absolutely gorgeous. The florals really speak to me here. So I tried to combine these two pieces and it is not working for me. It's not working for me at all. And if you've ever been super disappointed with the stickiness of washi, I encourage you to try this PinkFresh washi. It is so sticky. I ended up having to remove this with undo so that I didn't tear my paper. It really stays put. And while that might be a pain if you need to move things around, it's fantastic for staying put once you're done with your spread. So I need to lift that up and reposition it. I just did not get it the way I needed to. Unfortunately, this week was it was a lot of bit of me having to use undo. And yes, I guess I did use a lot of washi, but eventually I'm super excited. So I'm going to go through with my white pen while I'm letting that dry, and I'm just whiting out. And you can see it dulls it. It's not going to take it all away. Normally I don't white out these words because I use a paper sticker over them, but I'm using a clear sticker. It has a solid box, but it's a clear sticker. And I didn't want the words to show through, so I just went ahead and did this so that it hopefully dulls it enough that I can't read the word through the sticker, and it ended up working fantastic. And then down here in my bottom box where it says focus on, I'm going to add another big grouping of those leaves and florals there, and so I want to wipe that out so it doesn't show up or show up too much. Now these important stickers are from the Southern Farmhouse sticker book. I felt like the green in this really complemented the florals I'm using perfectly. Even though this is a very PinkFresh Studio Washi heavy spread, I incorporated a lot of Happy Planner products, but I was really particular with the colors I picked. So these 3 important headers are from the Southern Farmhouse book, which is it works really well for the recipe or menu planning, but there's a lot in here that also works for regular spreads, so definitely check it out because the colors are really, really beautiful. And then I'm going to add some other florals here to the left, but now that I think the right side of the spread is dried, I'm just going to go ahead and place that floral the way I wanted it to, and I want it to be underneath the words so that the words, just a few of the letters of those last 2 phrases are overlaying the floral. Now I'm going to peel off the backing, the wax paper backing of this floral. And you guys, again, I'm so astounded by how this worked. I also want to encourage my card making friends, if you don't want to attach this to cardstock before placing it on your project, this is a great way, wax paper is a great way to just turn it into a washi sticker that you can place on your card. You can bet that I will be doing that soon on my card making channel once my other order comes, because I was thrilled with how this turned out. Then Be Present in All Things. This is from the Modern Farmhouse sticker book. It kind of has that same green border to it, and I like how it kind of covers up that gray bar up there, or it just fits that gray bar, and it's a nice header for that checklist. Plus I added that little leafy piece that I kept trying to place next to the flower up in the upper right corner or left corner, and I really like how that looks. Plus it goes across both pages of the spread, as does my biggest sticker down along the bottom. Now I did have to die cut the florals again, basically making 2 sticker sheets, and actually it was just the beginning of my sticker roll. I had a little bit of, I didn't even die cut the whole thing. I die cut a portion of it. So I ended up with a few extra stickers that I will just tuck into the storage envelope that I keep all my products in. Like for my card making, I keep them in envelopes. You can check that out on my other channel if you're at all interested. But that way, that's where those are the next time I might need this. My washi is kept in a drawer with the rest of my washi tape, but I'm just going to cut apart then some of this washi. I actually thought I would cut the excess because I tucked it under the left side of that Dare to Dream, or Chase Your Dreams, pardon me, box sticker, but I go ahead and I cut it apart. I remove the backing, I place it down, and I end up not really loving it. So I'm going to do something different, but just an idea if you want to use up some of those parts and pieces. I generally try to use up the parts and pieces. I just didn't really love it here. I didn't think it worked very well. I stick it down. Luckily, this came up pretty easy. I don't even think I had to use undo. So I removed it, and I'm actually going to take this little leafy piece, which is one of my favorites from this, trim up the edge so it's nice and straight, and we're going to remove the wax paper backing and pop this right here on our planner spread. So I would love to know how many of you here on my channel have used the PinkFresh washi. I know a lot of you are card makers that are here because you've heard me mention this on my card making channel, and thank you guys. I appreciate you so, so much. And in fact, this is a great time to remind everyone, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers here on Plan with Nicole. And I am planning to do a big giveaway when I reach the 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours, which will help me become monetized here, which really does help a lot with being able to keep bringing you guys all the free content. So once I get to that, I am going to do a big giveaway. I'm going to try to remember to mention that here and there along the way, just to kind of help encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. So I kind of thought I might do this sticker in the box up there on the top left. It's not quite what I want. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a huge fan of the be kind phrase. In theory, yes. I know be kind is in my checklist and I don't mind it in that context. Someone one time said to me on my card making channel, isn't that just something that we should know? I think they were from England, and they just said that that was a really weird phrase to say. And ever since then, it has stuck in my head that it is. Like, as a card making sentiment, to make a card that says be kind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. So ever since then, it's not my favorite. It wasn't my favorite to begin with, but ever since then, that's all I think of. But it wasn't exactly what I wanted to say for a work-related spread anyway. However, goal getter, that is what I want to say for a work-related spread. I really want this to be about dreams, goals, working hard, those kind of things. So I went and found a sentiment that works better. I liked the be kind one because the colors were right, but that's about all that was right about that. So I'm going to layer goal getter here. Now that leaves a lot of white space in this box. I don't mind a little white space, but I do think it needs a little something extra. And again, this phrase is from Girl with Goals, and so is it's a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up. So I think these work great. The word quitting is in purple, which I think ties in nicely. Remember, I didn't think the purples from this really matched the florals great, but I don't mind it on that little bit of the spread. So I'm going to flip my spread over and I'm going to trim off anything hanging off of the edges. You can see last week there, and then I'm going to carefully cut apart my spread. There, and I need to be careful up here at the top. I don't want to cut wonky. There we go. We've got it apart. And that looks good. I am loving this spread, you guys. I'm loving it so, so much. I want to use this other leafy piece. I thought about having it go across the center. I don't feel like that works very good. The right side of my spread is always light until I write in it after the pen. And I'm going to try to do better about sharing my after the pen over on Instagram. You are going to see you're going to see my after the pen for all of December. I filmed my December flip through, so that's coming and you're going to get to see all of that. But I'm going to try to remember to share some photos over on Instagram of after the pen on a weekly basis. So you can kind of see how I'm using my spreads, how I write in them. I've had a lot of questions concerning how do you write in them? How do you know where to place stickers? It truly is, what do you like? And I'm still learning, but it's really kind of learning how you like to use your planner. And guys, trust me, I have tried so many different styles and I like different things. I do try to mix it up. My goal is always to add some pretty with function. So while the right side of my spread is going to be a lot lighter as far as decoration goes, it's going to serve as that daily what needs to get done, or kind of my goals for each individual day. I should mention also what planner I am using. These pages are from This is the Align Dashboard Undated Planner. I will link to it down below. I keep all of my different sections in my catch-all planner. I also have a setup for January coming this week, so I'm going to show you exactly how my planner is set up, how I move January from each of the planners I'm using into one, because it does not make sense for me to use multiple planners weekly. I will never go to multiple planners weekly, but a different section in the same planner, I sure will. And it is working so good for me. I did do this in December and it worked fantastic, so I'm going to continue that for 2022. I did pull some of the individual leaves up the separation or divider between the two pages, and I like that. I think it adds just a nice little touch of color. I am going to place this bigger leaf over here along the right side. I will say I end up adhering it too high for where I ended up placing or stamping my numbers, my dates for the week. I wish I would have noticed that before I started stamping. I would have just stamped the number somewhere else, but I didn't, so I'll show you how I fix it. There's always a way to fix things. You're going to get a lot of that with me. I do that on my card making channel as well. I like to share problem solving because crafting and creativity doesn't come with a playbook. It doesn't always go just perfect. And so if we can adjust as we're going, you usually end up with something that you totally love and that you're proud of, and that you can't either, for a card, you can't wait to send to someone, or for planning a spread that you can't wait to use. And that is the goal. We want to be able to use this. This is functional, and so really, really excited. I also want to note to you guys that the memory planning is coming. I just ordered photos, so I'm really excited. It will be a lot of back planning, obviously, not back planning, but you know, I'll be sharing like the last week in December or whatever, because I obviously can't do the planner with the photos ahead of time like I try to do here. And I'm going to do better about getting my spreads out before the week starts. So hopefully I can inspire you guys. But as always, you can definitely take this idea and use it for any week. I think this would be pretty for spring as well. But I don't know about you guys. After the holidays, I'm ready for some florals and for something completely different. I am taking these great stencils from the Happy Planner and I'm making checklists. I am a huge fan of checklists, and I am using a Paper Mate Flair pen. This is a super fine tip. In fact, I was going to grab my pen. Yes, here it is. So this is called the Ultra Fine. I have linked to the exact ones I'm using down below. I use these in my planner almost exclusively. I use the Paper Mate because, and I say this because I did get a question about it and I answered it in the comments, but I want to make sure that if anyone else is wondering what pens, that I am saying it in videos and having links to it so that everyone has access to that information. These Paper Mate Flair pens don't bleed through the paper. This is why I use them. I use both the Ultra Fine and I use the medium, and I bought them in packs with multiple colors because I like matching my colors to my spread every week. So I'm doing my checklists in black because I think that ties into some of the black wording and lettering and phrases throughout my spread. And then I'm going to be using a green color to like write in my spread and all of that. So that's kind of my plan for the week there. And I will try to remember to maybe do a little reel or something of writing in this week to show you how I plan for my week. So hopefully I will have that up soon. After I have my checklists in place, it is time to stamp some numbers and date my planner because I'm using Undated. I love this. I love being able to stamp in my planner. I'm so excited to be able to kind of take my love of stamping and die cutting and card making and bring it into planning. I think this is probably a natural transition for me, and I should have known that it would be that way because I'm taking essentially what is considered card making or scrapbooking product from PinkFresh Studio, and I've made it into stickers, washi stickers for my planning spread. I'm also using stamps, so I definitely will be trying to incorporate more of that throughout the year here at times. So it works really, really well. I am using Peeled Paint Distress Oxide ink. I do want to make mention that you want to use a pigment-based ink that is not going to bleed through your paper, because the Happy Planner paper is a little bit thin. So don't use a dye ink. A dye ink is for sure going to bleed through your paper and you're going to be really upset. I like colored inks. They tend to be a little bit more forgiving and not bleed through. And here's where I realized that I could stamp it over to the left, but I didn't want to do that. So we're going to move that leaf down a little bit, and I will be happier with stamping the number 9 there. I also like to match my ink colors to my spread, so I definitely picked an ink color that matched. You're going to notice I have a lot of inks. I do have a lot because, like I said, I'm a card maker, but I like these Distress Oxide inks. They work really, really well for adding some customization to your spread. So we're just going to move this little leaf down a little bit, and I like that so much. It worked out great. And my dashboard spread for the week of January 3rd through the 9th is all finished, you guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it's inspired you maybe to think outside of the box with your supplies. Last thing I need to do is take my Happy Planner punch and punch through here to make the notches where the sticker overlapped. So I'm just going to do that for both sides of my spread, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. The supplies I use are listed and linked down below the video here on YouTube. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!